Good evening, greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP, greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP. Thank you all for joining us and staying with us till the end. Honorable Knowledge Seeker, I am your host for the evening. My name is Badhu Das. I am from Bangladesh, dear Knowledge Seeker. I am proud to be associated with IGP. IGP is a social and certified international education and training institute. In last year, we already served 30 plus countries. IGP is internationally recognized and globally accredited. We are connected to more than 450 plus profession and 4,500 plus organizations. Institute of Global Professional is an educational institute that provides social work globally recognized and reportable. We serve student and community resource providing holistic social work and education. We believe that it is not effective to increase one skill just by offering formal education. So we provide effective training and consultation to generate professional generation all over the world. We distribute our services locally, nationally, internationally to students, job seeker, job holder, and also for learner, the respective campus location and distance learning platform. We are an occupational and dependable institute. RGP is one of the famous online institutes from all over the world. Our vision is education is not a business product, it's a part of our human rights. Based on our vision, we are trying to reach all corners of the world for free webinars, seminar courses, award quiz competition, mentoring, counseling, etc. On the other side, we are also trying to offer more than 100 premium services for free, like read-on portfolio website, resume builder, cover letter, motivation letter, and our knowledge platform for gathering general knowledge which can update all day. Kids learning game website, free course, converse sites, and many more. We help to empower you to learn to meet their expectation and dream and become highly skilled people. We implement several training program webinar and offline online courses for youth and learner by professional trainer, speaker, and coaches. Our sessions are conducted by globally renowned professionals to develop all kind of youth and to promote the education of their abilities and personalities. Spreading knowledge is crucial for the institute of global professional. We believe that knowledge is love and light and fiction. So we try to understand the needs of today's generation and will serve them with good research and practice methods. We must have a genuine concern for the learner to represent more diversity, growth, and innovation are required to lead a session with professionalism, passion, and integrity. As if member are committed to offering effective base quality service and continual improvement so that individual who seek information can improve their skill level and value. Before we move to the next, let me remind don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Before we move to the next, let me remind don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Moving to the next with your continuous support. You already completed 1808 webinars successfully. Moving to the next with your continuous support. You already completed 1808 webinars successfully. Dear IGP speaker, participant, and well-wisher, at this moment, this is a very important message for you all. We change and design our website www.eduigp.com. On this website, we have surprise for everyone. Hope you will be benefited. We already launched a new website where you can find all our previous activities together with lots of new features. But one strong point is that without an account or logged in, you cannot enjoy our service. So create an account for us with profile information. Note that with profile information, you will enjoy all features. With mismatch that you cannot do anything here. From now on, you have to participate in live quiz competition on our website. We replace slide. You have to join directly on our website. Now you can check all of our previous webinars with verified e-certificate. Now it's easier and time-oriented because after the session, we will not provide you any code for certification. You have to take part in one exam. After that, if you pass, you will receive your certificate, otherwise not. But you can take part in an exam unlimited till you pass. If you are an IGP speaker, you can download all your previous certificate, speakership certificate. If you are a host of IGP, you can download a certificate of gratitude. If you are an online live quiz competition winner, you can download a certificate of participation. If you are selected for a lifetime membership, then you can download a certificate of lifetime membership easily. Besides this, if you participate in any award function, which organize common support with IGP, you can download that also. You can easily prepare and download 18 types to receive certificate from our website within a minute. Certificate of Global Professional Membership, Certificate of Global Influences in the Pandemic, Certificate of Active Knowledge, Certificate of Social Activities in the Pandemic, Certificate of IGP Knowledge Sharing Campaign 2020, 2021, and 2022, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 1, Authentic Assessment in Teaching Learning, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 2, Teaching English for Foreign Language and Assessment. Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 3, Digital Classroom Engagement 2, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 4, the new trend in education. Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 5, Upskilling Leadership and Managerial Skill. Survey of Participation, Web Series 6, Trend and Innovation in Mathematics Education, Survey of Participation, Web Series 7, Research Comprehension Approach, Survey of Participation, Web Series 8, Arting Special Program in the Art, Survey of Participation, Web Series 9, 21st Century Student Teaching Mathematics, Survey of IGP Corporate Ambassador, Survey of IGP Campus Ambassador, which you can prepare and download within a minute. From now on, you can participate in 1000+ international level quiz with verified e-certificate. Teaching tips for teacher, health tips for parents, and tips for teens, gamification tools for teacher. You can join IGP alumni. You can check out our Plus Student Service website for free and many more. We are IGP Well-Wisher. We promised previously, but lack of taking a problem, we are late sending you on time. This is a great opportunity to collect your previous condition. We solved all issues from our website. Now you can enroll, reset password, everything. You can check your dashboard for all webinar details. It's a total request to check our button and pages on our website. Share, like, and save the benefited. Thank you, but note that without an account or logged in, you cannot enjoy our services. At present, we are going to start our 1809 program, which name is Peer Observation of Teaching, and today our speaker's name is Dr. Shobik Ganguly. He is from India. Before I hand over the stage to our speaker, sir, wants to share a very little bit about him. Assistant Professor, Department of Electronical and Instrument Engineering, Thapar Institute of Engineering and Technology. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with his presentation. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with his presentation.
Good evening, ma'am, once again. And welcome viewers, welcome participants to this wonderful platform of IGP. I think we can start with the permission of IGP.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So today's topic is a little bit different topic altogether, moving from the technical field directly into the teaching part, and that too involved with peer observation of teaching. Myself, Dr. Shobik Ganguly, I'm serving as an assistant professor in the Department of Electrical and Instrumentation Engineering at Thapar Institute of Engineering and Technology, that is situated at Patiala. So I'll be taking through a few things about peer observation of teaching, and this you can always use for your practice to promote your professional development as well. At the same time, we have to understand the process of peer observation, what we understand by peer observation. We need to understand the purpose of why should we go for peer observation. We should learn about some of the benefits associated with the peer observation. And then finally, we can discuss some types of peer observation that you can have with your colleagues for your own benefit. So first of all, we'll go into the definition for peer observation of teaching. So basically, it is a practice that you can do collaboratively with your colleagues or educators as a whole, and we can observe the colleagues teaching in their classrooms, and we can always provide some constructive feedback and promote it for professional development of themselves as well. So this is a practice that we can have for the for your colleagues as well, for your uh, fellow persons as well, and anybody who is teaching a particular course. You can always attend that particular course, and in the way you can also get to know about the new perspective of teaching a new thing, right? So in the process, it will involve not only involve continuous improvement in the teaching practice, but also uh, the teachers themselves can learn from their own experience, expertise, and perspective as well, because every new teacher or every teacher has its unique way of delivering in the classroom, be it offline, be it online. Of course, we can practice it online as well. So it basically involves observing your colleagues in the classes, in their classes, be offline mode or in the offline online mode, and to provide some constructive feedback to that person, and this should help him or her to improve the teaching practice as well. How the students are following, or how your colleague is delivering, you can also learn from it as well. It is not that you are only evaluating him, but you are also in the process learning from him that, oh, this is the thing that I can teach in this way as well. So let us understand first of all what is the purpose of having this sort of peer observation in teaching. And of course, the first primary goal is to have the professional development. So your uh, peer observation will provide you some with some opportunity to reflect on their teaching methods and explore some new strategies, and help to also develop professionally as well. And of course, you can improve the quality of teaching as well with the help of using the concept of peer review or peer observation in teaching. We can always go for contributing to the overall increment in the quality of education as well. Apart from that, we can always encourage the sharing of information or sharing of learning strategies. Say, for example, teaching a particular topic XYZ, whatever it is, and be it in a technical field, be it in the non-technical field, I have my own way of representation, right? So several people like to do it with some examples. Some want to make some certain comparison, or make some comparison with the real time examples, so that those examples, if you are able to recall those examples, you will be able to recall the concept as well. So these type of things that may come up, so you will get to know the effective teaching strategies of the different educators. So this will also create a collaborative learning environment as well. So this is another benefit of using the peer observation in teaching as well. Apart from that, we must understand that how is the process going about. How is this particular process going about? It is about that the setting certain objectives. So the objectives must be very much clear, that what is the area of focus of the observation. Say, for example, we want to have it in a practical class, or we want to have it in a class size which is more than 100 or something of that sort. So whether the students are enjoying my lecture as well, whether they are able to follow, at the backbenchers are able to follow it as well. So these type of things will definitely creep in when you are setting certain objectives. So what are the objectives that will be the goals that will be set by your peer observer who is observing you in the class. Then comes observation. Observation is another important way that when a observer, you're attending a class session, he takes detailed notes on the various aspects of teaching, such as how you are managing the class, how you are engaging the students, what type of instructional techniques are you applying in the class. So these type of things are of course there, which has to be observed at certain point of time. Apart from that, your teachers, both your colleague as well as you, can discuss about these observations, what observations he had made, and based on the observer, you can provide, ask him for some feedback, ask him or her for some feedback, and the teacher being observed, that should reflect on the feedback received. So this is absolutely a process that will go both ways as well. So first of all, we must be very much clear that what has to be observed, what should be my area of focus for the observation, first of all. Second is, when your observer is attending the class, you must follow certain things like classroom management, whether you are able to manage your class very well, whether students are you have been able to engage actively in the class, and what type of instructional methodology or instructional techniques that you are delivering in the class, that must also be followed. Apart from that, of course, I told you about feedback and reflection. So both teachers will be able to discuss the observations. Observer must provide some feedback, and teacher, once it is receiving some feedback, when he or she is receiving some feedback, definitely based on which, what reflection does he deliver. Now, talking about what will be the benefits of this particular peer observation, benefits are both ways, both from the observer point of view as well as from the teacher point of view. So it gives us some fresh insights into the teaching methodologies and the classroom dynamics. So of course, when we are having a teacher as well as a teacher evaluating him or her, to definitely the observer is learning the concepts or the teaching perspectives, right? So it can also give him or her a fresh perspective of teaching a particular course or teaching a particular part in a different, altogether different way. So he's getting some fresh uh, insights into the teaching methods as well as how to maintain the class. At the same time, if there is any problem with the teacher who is delivering, so that observation can better be reflected from a teacher or from a peer observer. So this is another important thing. And of course, benefits in terms of professional growth, we can identify our areas of improvement and where we can work upon and enhance our teaching skills as well. Apart from that, it enhances a sense of community amongst educators. So say some senior teachers are becoming mentors of the junior teachers who have entered into the system of teaching for the first time. So definitely it will be a good community and support sort of system. So it will generate a sense of community amongst the educators and promotes also the mentorship part as well. When we talk about challenges and concerns, I think there are certain things that should come up over here. One important point that you can highlight is time constraints, of course. So finding time for both the teachers, because also your observer is engaged for the time when he or when you are delivering. So of course, it can be sometimes challenging. Say for example, if I ask you to attend my classes, and I'll also in the same time attend your classes too, so it is a burden on my part at certain point of time. May not that I'll not be able to access all your classes, or you may not be always be able to access my classes as per the time schedule. So of course, this is sometimes challenging. If it is a class of one or two, or if it's a regular class going on, say for example, we are in a semester taking about 35 to 40 classes in a semester, so it is a equally not possible for me to go as a peer observer and anybody coming to my class in all these 35 to 40 classes lectures. So it should be there should be some trust in between, sensitivity and trust in between. So there should not be any discomfort area in what is being observed. So there should be some non-judgmental atmosphere that has to be created. And apart from that, the quality of feedback. So we should not be very much destructive in providing the feedback, because any action that is there that can cause discomfort to your peer to your peers as well. So these types of concerns can be there. So we must think about certain strategies for obtaining a successful peer review process. Or how do we define, we must define certain specific goals and objectives for each observation that has to be made. Say if we are defining, say for example, a set of rules like class management is one of them. There can be classroom management can be one issue. How you are engaging your students can be a new issue. Another thing, that what kind of teaching methodology that we are following in the class, that can be taken up as another issue. So we must be specific with respect to the goals and the objectives for each of the observations being made. Apart from that, we require to provide some training to the teachers on how to conduct effective observation. So this is also equally important, that you should not give destructive feedback to a student, to your colleagues. All right, so you should always be giving some feedback in a constructive way. And of course, you can encourage regular peer observations rather than one-time event in a semester. So one-time events will not matter too much, but if you are maintaining some regularity in the peer observation process. Because say for example, we normally teach 5 to 7 chapters in a particular semester, in a particular course. So obviously how we are teaching each and every chapter, say for example, I am finding that my course learning outcomes are consistently low in a particular chapter, so I need attention that why the students are not being able to follow my lectures, and why they are not being able to perform well in that particular topic. So in view of that, maybe that I may put it, but it may happen because it is a different class I'm teaching next year. So it may happen that if we need to also emphasize on the different learning outcomes of the course, and we must insist that each of the learning outcomes must be fulfilled at the same time. So of course we must go into the process that your maybe you may think of, say for example, in a particular class I take a week's time or 2 weeks time, maybe 1 or 2 classes or 3 classes may be engaged with the peer observation. Of course, it is important for us to have professional growth. So, peer observation will clearly play a pivotal role in the ongoing professional development of the educators as well. So, if it allows for teachers to continually refine their teaching methods, adapt to the changes in the educational landscapes. Of course, we have seen a wide variation in the process of education, or education has become more of a global nature rather than going for your restricting to only locally as well. So we have to adapt to the changes, and we have to stay updated to the best practices that are there in a particular subject with respect to some teaching methods, or with respect to certain perspectives of how we can teach even better. We talk about also the outcomes. What should be the necessary outcomes? So we are expecting some better teaching methodologies, or increasing our student engagement, because it's a student who has to learn. It's not the teacher who is learning. Teacher is learning in the process that he is delivering, and he is learning. He is picking up some new examples, new concepts in the class, or adding up any new content in his course, in his or her course. Of course, they can lead to higher levels of engagement on the part of students. You can also involve them or motivate them in the process as well. So how effective is your teaching method? That can be very easily be tested using the peer observation of teaching. And so finally, we will contribute when we are increasing the student involvement, when we are able to increase the motivation level of the students. Of course, it will further improve the quality of education within an institution as well. So cumulatively, it will add to the contribute to the overall improvement of the educational equality within an institution as well. Now we'll talk about different types of peer observation which you can go through, and of course these are required for your professional development and personal growth as well. You need to be successful in your teaching career as well. So there are three types of observation which we primarily identify them as. One is called formative observation, the other is called summative observation, the third one is called peer coaching. So what are these all about? So basically we will tell you that formative observation is focusing on providing feedback for the development of a teacher, for the improvement of the teaching methodology. So it is less evaluative and more focusing on some providing some constructive criticism. So that is what we understand by formative observation. Apart from that, summative observations can be there for formal evaluation, such as some performance reviews or some tenure related decisions are to be taken. Some tenure track teachers need to be extended, or some may not be extended. So based on which some peer observation can be made, and they should be made more comprehensive, and involve some rating systems as well. So it is basically focusing on the evaluations, which is more or less a formal way in nature. So basically performance reviews are being made, or tenure decisions are being made, or whether promotions have to be there. So these are basically some formal evaluations that are there. Peer coaching, it goes beyond your observation as well to include some ongoing support and mentorship. Say, for example, it is a long-term partnership between the two educators to improve each other's teaching skills. So, of course, you can again experience from your seniors as well in your institution. So say for example you are serving as an assistant professor, and I'm going to a class who is serving as a professor or an associate professor, so higher rank teachers, you can sit in their classrooms and gain knowledge from them, and at the same time they invite them to your classroom and get yourself evaluated informally. So this is what we call as peer coaching. So there are certain observations which your seniors can make about you, but of course you should be very much truthful and trustworthy with respect to the observations that you have for a professor as well. Some peer observation models are existing in practice, so we will like to discuss a few of them. Say, for example, the traditional model. So, of course, the traditional model is a one-time observation followed by certain feedback. Say, for example, you have entered your peer colleague's class, and you have made some brief evaluations and provide some in-depth insights on it. All right, say for example he was teaching a particular topic in which he was not prepared, or he was mentally not well with the subject or something of that sort. So maybe that it is you are making some judgment regarding based on a one time observation, so that can be good or bad in that terms, and it can be a brief evaluation of your colleague as well. Another model which is there, which we are calling is as a collaborative model. So, of course, as the name collaborative implies, we should be encouraging ongoing dialogue between an observer and the teacher being observed. So, there should be a mutual partnership approach to improve each other's teaching. So, of course, you can go to your colleague's classroom, or your colleague can come to your classroom and suggest you something. So, this is what we call as a collaborative approach or a collaborative model. Apart from that, you have a self-directed model. So teachers themselves take the lead in their professional development. They can record their own lessons. Say, for example, the best way out, which I personally also observed through my lessons. Say, for example, I'm delivering out here in this IGP platform. After that, I'll go through the YouTube video, or I'll go through the Facebook link I have with me, and I'll try to observe that how have I delivered today. Was it going at a slow pace or at a fast pace? Self-assessing yourself. So this is not basically a peer observation process, but you are self-assessing yourself, or you are seeking your peer feedback. If you want, I can share it with my colleagues, this particular video lecture, after it is delivered online, and I can also extract out some feedback from them as well. And of course, you as an audience can also give me my feedback, so I can check in the comment section that what feedback you have given to me. So this is also called the self-directed model, which is a part involved in the peer review process or peer observation methods or models. So we talked about traditional model, which is one-time evaluation model, collaborative model taking place between you and your colleague and vice versa, and self-directed model where you can record your own lessons, record your lectures, and self-assess yourself or seek feedback from your peers as and when needed. So coming to what kind of technology that should be associated with the peer reviewer process. When we are talking about online lectures, we can have the video recordings of the lectures as well. So there are several online platforms for sharing the feedbacks, or virtual observations have become very much common. These tech-driven approaches can, of course, enhance your peer observation process or observation process, making it more and more accessible. So we can engage with our learners, and we can get to know that what are my plus points or what are my minus points as well. So we need to understand, we need to make our SWOT analysis there itself, the strength and weakness analysis there itself. what is the role of we need to understand if I'm going to evaluate a teacher, evaluate a colleague of mine, what should be my role as a peer observer? What should be my role? It is it is important and equally crucial for me to evaluate any other person. So I must be well trained enough for the different observation techniques. Say for example, I look into certain things like body language of the teacher. I should look for the communication of the teacher. I should look for the feedback delivery, whether he is taking some feedback from time to time, and of course engaging the students or make the students participate in different forms. Say for example, you are throwing some questions and ask the students to solve, giving adequate, say, 2 minutes or 5 minutes for the students to think over. And because we are also trying to be being respectful to each other, non-judgmental to each other, and of course this is the way that should be there, by virtue of which this should be the essential qualities in a peer observation process. Peer observation, where will it take place in case of higher education, as we are doing in the institutions and colleges or universities? It can be used in observing the style of teaching, that we can facilitate discussions as well. We can enhance our skills with respect to the research presentations as well. So if there is a peer observation, say for example, there are some PhD scholars in the department and someone is presenting and others are serving as their peers and pointing out certain questions or pointing out certain feedback on the delivery, on the presentation, on the type of things, we can have it, the peer observation in different diverse educational settings as well. We can have it in the primary and the secondary schools as well. So peer observation is used to assess your classroom engagement, classroom management, teaching methods, and the involvement of the students in a particular subject. So the student engagement is also whether the students are participative enough or not, that we can also always observe. In the online environment, of course, in the digital era, we are talking about peer observation that can extend to virtual classrooms and the online courses we can have. You can easily observe some of the feedbacks that we check in before we register for any online course. So this will ensure that educators must be adapting to the changes that are taking place in the educational landscape as well. So these are the sort of things that we need to have. Uh, that we need to have in terms of a peer observation of teaching as well. Let's move on to another aspect, which is called the cultural sensitivity in peer observation. So, of course, it is uh, crucial to consider the different cultural differences and the sensitivities while implementing peer observation in diverse educational settings as well. So, what might be perceived as an effective teaching method in particular culture may not be applicable universally as well. So, we have to take measures accordingly. So, what kind of a mindset that students are having? So, you should have a feedback in between, or you can have it at the beginning, 2 or 3 lectures from the students, from your peer who is observing you, that whether there is acceptance for your lectures or not, whether your students are liking it or not, or whether you need to improve upon on the teaching methods that you are following. So these type of things can be a part of the process. Of course, we can always combine your peer observation with student feedback as well. So a holistic approach to improve your teaching skills is to improve your student feedback along with peer observation. Peer observation, what you are doing is fine, but along with it, you can incorporate the student feedback. That would be most fruitful for your professional growth as well. By considering the student perspectives and the peer observations, you can, as an educator, you can gain a more comprehensive understanding of the effectiveness of your teaching as well. Some challenges we will, of course, we can have numerous benefits of peer observation, but we can have some challenges as well. This may we can also things that we do not want to share. Sometimes it can be time constraints, as I talked about earlier too. regarding the time constraints, that I'll be attending my colleague's class for about 35 to 40 lectures, and he will be attending mine in a reciprocating fashion. This is almost impossible as well sometimes. So we can have selective classes, or we can have some engaging sessions or discussion sessions, mutual understanding likewise. Feedback is of course action oriented. So we should not be very much critical, and we must not be destructive in giving feedback. So of course these challenges are of course there in peer observation of teaching as well. Of course, your institution also will play a vital role in promoting and sustaining a peer observation practice as well. Providing resources, providing training at adequate times, and giving some recognition to the participants, and also boost up your effectiveness and acceptance of this particular peer observation in teaching as well. Sometimes we have to assess the impact of this peer observation and on teaching quality, and mostly on the student outcomes. And this can be done using some qualitative approach or quantitative approach, such that your student performance, or through surveys on teaching effectiveness, can also be increased or enhanced. Now, what should be the future? So we have so far been talking about the different types of peer observation. We have been talking about the different types of models of peer observation. So how will it go? So we have to adapt to new technologies, of course, and changing educational context, because we are coming up with several reforms. Of course, some refinements can take place with respect to the peer observation models that we are existing. We have talked about three models, but we can have some improvisations with respect to each of the models, so that it becomes meaningful, so that it becomes relevant and effective tool for improving the teaching quality as well. So of course our main focus is to improve the quality of teaching, or to improve the professional growth and the continuous improvement of the teaching methodology as well. So we are to look into some certain improvisations with respect to, and of course we are adapting to the new technologies, we are adapting to the new teaching methodologies as well, and in the process we are trying to learn and trying to refine our methods or models of peer observation in teaching. So basically it is a multifaceted approach that holds a huge potential for enhancing your teaching quality, and encouraging a culture of continuous improvement in the education sector. So it may encompass various models. It may we may come across several approaches, several types of peer observation. We need to fit in, we need to be flexible, we need to be adaptable to make it applicable in diverse educational settings. Say, for example, higher studies, we can go in for the schools, secondary, senior secondary schools. We can go in for peer observation of teaching, as well as in the online classes as well. Online lecture is most frequently and most common these days, and how we are delivering, we can immediately take an access of the feedback that we receive immediately after your lessons are being taught. And by of course adapting to new technologies, we can always promote some supportive environment must be there from the institute point of view. So educators, or us, we as teachers, can always explore the full potential of peer observation to create a brighter future for education. So with this, I wind up today about my delivery on peer observation of teaching. We have covered mostly all the topics associated with some collaborative practice that may exist between you and your colleagues, and with the help of which we can always develop or understand the new insights on the different teaching perspectives, as well as we are understanding the each other's teaching and each other teaching methodologies, techniques, several models we have discussed. We have discussed also the challenges of peer observation in teaching as well. So with this, I wind up today, and say thank to IGP for giving me support, and provide me an opportunity to once again talk about a certain topic of uh, which involves quality teaching, or which enhances quality teaching as well. So thank you once again, IGP, for providing me such an opportunity to speak on the topic. that is most fruitful for the different educators as well. Over to you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity to speak on a topic. Although this topic is very small and we have to deliver within a stipulated time. So I should be highly thankful to IGP once again, and especially Mr. Kaushik Datta for giving me this opportunity to speak on this particular topic.
Thank you so much, sir, for a rich content presentation which can impact our knowledge seeker surely. After your presentation, I hope our knowledge seeker can learn something new which was our only intention. Learn and grow together, IGP Knowledge Seeker. Once again, thank you so much, sir, for your presentation. Now, sir, it's time for our question answer session, which is the one more valuable part of our regular webinar. Honorable sir, please stay with us. After a short video, we will be back in our session part 2, which is the question answer part. Dear IGP Knowledge Seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP Knowledge Seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Welcome back, sir. Welcome back to our participant. Dear IGP Knowledge Seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz. Please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Sir, our first question is from YouTube. Hi, sir. I have a question. What process or criteria will be used to select peer observed? Thank you in advance.
Okay, thank you for the question once again. So it depends upon what kind of a process or what kind of uh, criteria do you set for your peer observation. It can be contextual as well. It can be differing from person to person, and it can be varying with respect to your level of teaching, or at what designation or what post, or uh, sometimes it can be from the head of the institution, it can be directed from the head of the institution, it can be from your department head as well, to talk about these type of things, but mostly the criteria should be uniform for all the teachers. So whoever is evaluating, or however is being evaluated, we can have it in the form of such a discussion that we can set certain norms within the department. It can be across the university, it can be across the institute as well. So whatever criteria is being set, that should be uniform throughout. Say for example, it should not be too forcing from the for the lecturers or readers, or your assistant professors, and more relaxed for the professors. So of course the institution must take it a call, or the department must take it a call. As a head of the institution, or as a head of the department, you should take a call regarding what context you are having, or what kind of process you are following for the peer review process as well. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir, for your answers. Our next question is from Bharmaraga. What are the negative effects of peer observation?
Negative effects, I can talk about if you are too much destructive with respect to your colleagues, or if you have some personal grievance or personal grudges with respect to your colleagues, we can have it going in the negative direction, or this can we can take it as a negative impact of peer observation in teaching. Otherwise, it's better to learn from your colleagues, better to learn from your peer observers, and in the process you should also improve your professionally as well.
Thank you so much, sir, for your answers. Sir, there is no more questions from our participants. So once again, thank you so much, sir, for your time in IGP. We have learned a lot from you with new topic. It will add some value to our day-to-day activity along with our academic and professional growth. Honorable sir, hope to see you again with a new topic and a new date. Thank you, sir. Take care.
Bye bye.
Honorable sir, before we move to the next, if you want to leave this studio, you can. Dear IGP Knowledge Seeker, time for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Dear IGP Knowledge Seeker, time for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Certification process. Visit www.eduigp.com. Please make sure your presence on our website. Find a running session and get enrolled. After watching part 1, move to the next with the learning test passing mark 80%. If pass back to the course again to download your certificate, if fail to retake the quiz, download your certificate in PDF or JPG. For your attention, I'm going to share the procedure again. Visit www.eduigp.com. Please make sure your presence on our website. Find a running session and get enrolled. After watching completing part 1, move to the next with the learning test passing mark 80%. If pass back to the course again to download your certificate, if fail to retake the quiz, download your certificate in PDF or JPG. Dear IGP knowledge, it's time for the most engaging part of this webinar, which is an online quiz competition, which is our regular webinar activity. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. We have changed some process on our online live quiz competition. Note that after live, no one can participate. Set participation process. Visit www.eduigp.com and sign up or sign in. Without this, you cannot join live quiz competition anymore. Browse the live quiz button or given link. Find the session name and join with your log web server or user account. Click join and wait for a few minutes for others to join. Enjoy an online live quiz competition. After the quiz, we will issue certificate for top 10, which previously you can find on our official Facebook page and group Institute of Rural Professional. After a short video, we will start our quiz session. With 18 people, we are going to start our quiz session right now. Who is peer observation of teaching primarily focused on? Option 1, select all that apply. Option 1, teacher development. Option 2, administrative tasks. Option 1 is the right answer. 100% people are right here. Our second question is, peer teaching in observation of a teacher demonstration. Is it true or false? Option 2 is the right answer. 35% people are right here. Our third question is, moderation, peer observation, collaborative teaching, PLTS, learning works are example of option 1, graded responsibility, option 2, visible learning. Option 2 is the right answer. 61% people are right here. Our next question is, In its simplest form, what is the meaning of peer coaching in the teaching observation process? Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 1 is the right answer. 89% people are right here. Our next question is protocol of peer observation is option 1 B positive, option 1 aligned with the school values and seen as valuable by all teachers. Option 2 is the right answer. 100% people are right here. Our next question is the aim of peer-to-peer observation is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 94% people are right here. Our next question is choose definition of peer observation. Option 1 learn from others, practice and offer constructive feedback. Option 2 to hide your teaching skills. Option 1 is the right answer. 100% people are right here. Our next question is one benefit of peer observation is option 1 you discuss politics, option 2 discuss teaching. Option 2 is the right answer. 100% people are right here. Our next question is dash is the benefit of peer observation. Option 1 sharing of good jokes. Option 2 sharing of good practice. Option 2 is the right answer. 95% people are right here. Our next question is what is the purpose of peer observation? Option 1 to observe better practice. Option 2 to provide feedback to a staff member. Option 2 is the right answer. 26% people are right here. Congratulations to our online quiz competition winner top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on our official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. Congratulations to our online quiz competition winner top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on our official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. Congratulations to our online quiz competition winner top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz content certificate on our official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. At the end of our session, we can say properly feed your skill. Never stop learning, cause life never stop teaching us. Be happy as to say, see you again and again. We want your participation in every program. If you want to live a happy life, right, click on the people of green solve button and before I say or hit the like button. Again, want to thank all IGP knowledge seekers for your active participation as always. See you again in the next session. Thank you.